Hello everyone again. Today we will be talking a little bit about cryptocurrency. I've been getting a lot of DMs lately about whether I am using a hardware wallet and what altcoins I am buying into. So a lot of you guys have been asking whether I am using a hardware wallet. The answer is right now, no. Only because most of the hardware wallets that are out there do not support alternate coins. However, the consensus right now that's out there is definitely, if you are looking for a hardware wallet, is to use the Ledger Nano S. Apparently everyone's been talking about it and how it is the most preferred, mostly. However, it only supports a number of altcoins and also obviously Bitcoin. So I am still looking around and waiting for a wallet that accepts more altcoins. So at this current moment, no, I do not use a hardware wallet. The other question as to what other cryptocurrencies that I am buying into, I use buying very literally, and I don't want to use the word investing because I think investing seems to be more of a cover up. It would show a facade that you are doing a particularly right or smart move, which right now at this moment I don't know if it's a smart move or whether it's investing per se. When you can say it's investment, but that's not the word I'm going to use, especially for something that is just so volatile and it's just so new in this space, and that almost no one knows what it is exactly yet. No one can really claim what it is. It's only going to be a matter of time before we realize in the future what cryptocurrency can do. Obviously there's a lot of potential. So right now I'm just going to use the word buying. So yes, what am I buying into right now is obviously Bitcoin. That's probably taking about 40% of what I've decided I am willing to lose. Then a good maybe 20% will be Bitcoin Cash. However, Bitcoin Cash came as a good addition when Bitcoin had that hard fork, and basically Bitcoin was split into two, which technically it just doubled my amount in an instant. Which, as much as that sounds like, oh my god, that's so amazing, right? The initial investment, the initial buying that you put into has suddenly just doubled into a currency that was not there before, does sound great. And obviously now looking at Bitcoin Cash prices being a whopping 2,700 as of today is obviously very impressive. But I think that also then questions the legitimacy of what Bitcoin is or cryptocurrencies in terms of how they can create value out of, well, thin air per se. And that's something I think is always on the back of my mind, and whether, like, wait, you just split the currency in two and suddenly it's on it. Bitcoin Cash is on its own trajectory and is also making a lot of money, is somewhat, you need to really be more attentive to things like this, because wait, what if Bitcoin suddenly decides to split into 5? That means, does that mean my initial investment, initial buying then splits into 5 and now it's 5 times of what I've initially bought into? Obviously that probably wouldn't be the case, and probably the people wouldn't allow that to happen. But it is something to definitely consider. Everyone should consider and have at the back of their minds, thinking that it's still just very new and we really don't know what we are dealing with. Besides that, there are tremendous growth in the cryptocurrency space. The other one that I have is Ethereum, which obviously is doing very well. I initially bought it at about 300 USD. I bought a little bit of that. That's probably thinking about, I don't know, 20%, I guess. You can see the price is doing really well. It's at 1,000 right now. So the fourth one that I also bought is Iota, or Iota if you want to call it. Apparently one of its kind. It uses a different blockchain technology called Tangle, which is supposed to scale better than what other cryptocurrencies are doing. I won't go so much into detail because there's just so much information in that. But I will put a link in the description below so that you guys can check it out. They have been a bit dodgy on their news with Microsoft saying that they were working with them, only to realize that it's not exactly what they claim it to be. So that kind of be like, now it's a little bit iffy, but still, if they claim that their technology is really that revolutionary compared to what Bitcoin and the other altcoins have, I'm willing to take a bet on it and see if that improves, because then again, it's still one of a kind. So that's very interesting to see what happens with it. The price has not improved, it's always hovering about $4. By far the most interesting one to me is Cardano. So apparently what they've been saying is that Bitcoin, being one of the oldest cryptocurrencies, if not the oldest, is kind of version 1.0 in terms of cryptocurrency technology. Ethereum with their smart contracts is kind of the 2.0 version, and Cardano claiming itself to be the 3.0 version of the technology itself, which makes things very interesting, especially when the founder of Cardano used to be the co-founder of Ethereum. So that makes it very interesting. So he definitely brings a lot of knowledge, and he's been talking about it in some of his whiteboard videos, which I'll also share in the description below, about the problems he realized from Bitcoin, the problems he even realized in the Ethereum space, and now he decided to break off and try to rally this new cryptocurrency, which is Cardano, apparently trying to solve even bigger problems and not having the same kind of disadvantages that just say Bitcoin and also Ethereum has. I think that's something that you guys should definitely check out. Now currently at $1. I bought a bunch of it at 40 cents, so I think it's doing pretty well. Not saying it can't go down to zero, it probably could. It's interesting to see what Cardano is, because one of the key points he highlighted was that cryptocurrencies are not really talking to one another. They can't converse because they're of different languages.
I don't understand. I don't understand, bitch. Don't understand. I don't understand.
Not only that, you still have to communicate. As much as we want to be very revolutionary, and as much as cryptocurrency is a very revolutionary space, things usually do not happen that fast, and you still need to communicate with your local banks. And that's where a lot of the issues come into, and obviously Cardano apparently wants to solve that, where the cryptocurrency space can also talk very well with banks. So I think that's a very interesting concept. I won't go too much into detail. Obviously, he explains it much better in his videos, which I'll give you the links to. But that is basically my overall buying portfolio. Thank you so much, and I hope to see what you guys have to say about this video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again soon.